Okay, to start, I basically kind of want to know how you guys, the rest end of your season went. I talked to Quark a little bit about it, but like, I don't really know how, since we started back up, what have you guys been up to? Pretty much.
Ever since our last match, we've just been practicing scrimming whenever we can,
Okay.
just to prepare for AC.
How do you guys feel about that? Quark says you guys have a decent chance, or you guys feel like you got a decent chance against Fairfield.
I feel confident, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure, like they're very winnable. Like they're not easy. They're not like Niagara, but
Yeah.
they're winnable. Like I know they're winnable.
Mhm. Okay. That's good to hear. And Ryan is a new player, I kind of think, right? New this semester.
Not
Uh,
exactly.
Not exactly.
He he played like my first year.
yes.
Oh, that's
Uh
oh, that was a minute ago.
yeah, that was before you guys were even a part of the conversation. And then
Oh, are
Yeah,
you a
I was
you
playing.
senior?
Uh,
we're
Not you.
both.
Oh, you're both seniors?
yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
although
okay.
I think Ryan has one more semester left. Or
Uh,
was I wrong on that?
yeah, but I don't know if I'll be playing then, but I'll be
Got
here.
it. Uh,
It's all good.
and yeah, I'm gonna be Gonzo.
Yeah,
It's over for me.
that's for the best. Once
What do
you,
you
yeah.
mean?
Wait, are you coming back? Are you coming back to coach like some other teams have? I know Special K is trying to coach Canisius a little bit after he graduated. I think Firewolf's doing the same with Quinny.
I don't know how useful I would be. I would only be able to coach supports. I can't really do much else. I'm kind of a one-trick pony in that department.
Something's better than nothing. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know.
Uh,
I'll think about it.
okay. So yeah, Quark told me the goal of this comp. So basically, I'm gonna be yeah. From what I saw when I voted Quark though, you guys had really nice target priority and target focus. And I really like that, and I really hope that I could see that continue over into this match. So that's what I'm going to be looking at first, and then I'm going to be more or less trying to see if there's any more. If that's looking really nice, I'm going to be seeing if there's any more micro things that you guys could be looking to work on going into future scrims in prep for AC. Okay. We ready?
Hmm.
Yeah, this is our last game of the night, so
Okay. So hope those mentals were high then.
Oh yeah, our mental's fine.
Also, let me know if you want me to slow this or pause it at any point.
I will say, if you have any feedback for me, let me know because I don't usually play Lucio. I'm usually the carry player, but
Yeah, I
like
gotcha.
I our other support at this time because that's not Ryan. That's
Hmm.
Shona. We call him Kid
Yeah,
One.
I remember.
He's more he's more comfortable on carry, so I had to play Lucio for this one.
Okay, that's fine. So one thing that I do know about this, oh, one thing that I do know is that yes, we like playing point, but once we have point, we could look to be a little bit more aggressive. While we want to control point, it's also very beneficial to just keep walking, just walk on them. You could utilize these boxes. Once these boxes are broken, obviously you can't really do much. But like just walk on them, just keep walking forward. Take the space as, especially as tank work. Utilize honestly move as a 5 stack. I know you guys want to run that little 3-2, 3-2 split, but more run it as a little bit more of a instead of like a pod like this, more run it as a line. So like run your JQ, then your Lucio, and then your Sojourn, or then your Genji, then your Sojourn, then your Kiri behind. And then just like follow the leader right down this lane, and then continue to run into an enemy. You really want to find that target focus and be as aggressive as you can, because if you look at all of your characters except for really Sojourn, you're all really close range characters. And meaning Quark's not going to get a lot of value from like just kind of sitting back here. Same with Rez. The value is very limited as to what can be done when you don't really play your comp's range capabilities. See, I like this that these two are up, but they need a support. Is all I can really say. It doesn't really matter which, whether it's Curie or Lucio. They just need a support to play with them. Good disengage. missed when Rez died. Yeah, see, again, this really comes into the point that I just brought up of we need to be aggressive. Just walk on them. While Ball is not really going to be the target that we want to walk on a lot, as should be for self-explanatory reasons, but just because he's a very mobile character, so he's not really going to be the target to walk on. So Quark, what you could be looking to do here is kind of trying to take a little bit of space, see that you have or recognize that you have Discord, wait out. Okay, Discord's off me. Lucio speed me in, or I'm gonna shout in. Get here. You ready to? Or Rez, are you ready to engage? And then maybe Rez engages from this off angle, or even it's honestly perfectly fine if Rez also engages down main with you because you guys aren't running really a dive. You guys are running a brawl. So just you want to be getting into these characters' faces, getting in the Zen's face. The Zen is like at a third of health, and, but Quark, you're playing all the way back here. You know, or you understand what I'm kind of trying to say?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, there you go. Now you're taking the space. But now Rez is already low, so at this point, there's no real point. You can't really take the space. And also, you don't want to be just sitting with Discord. Discord is just, you got to play a little bit of cover and be a little bit smarter when you're playing against Discord. About your positioning. Like, yeah, there you go. You gotta move out of that cover. And then once we lost Rez, that basically became a lost fight because Quark was forced to engage alone. And then he ended up taking a lot of extra damage because he keeps Discord on him. And that goes for all of you. If any of you get Discorded, you gotta play a little bit more passive and try to get to some form of cover and break that LOS. Because that the nerf that they came out with like a season or two ago of it not being able to be reattached, he was really good. Or really good for the people that aren't playing this end. Yep. Or maybe taking a little bit too much time here. Or maybe waiting a little bit too long to really do something, because we're kind of just letting this ball's already just back in. He had the time to go all the way around, go back to his team, get a little bit of healing, then go back in on you guys. And within that time span, Quark has moved a total of 1 foot. Pretty much. So we really want to be quick. Like you guys said, Quark, it was you that said that this comp wants to be aggressive and quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not I'm not really seeing a lot of that in at least the playstyle of how you guys are playing this. If we want to be quick, be quick. It's fine to take a couple seconds to wait and recognize the situation, but you guys are taking a little bit too long. Where we already want to be trying to move in on them. We should already be up here at this point, and then playing maybe this corner, because we have Chunky and Nifty are on this fine on this off angle. So meaning this entire lane is pretty much free for you guys to begin taking. Also, Nifty, just as a general statement, try to stick with Chunky here. That's about it for you, though. You're doing well, though, from what I've seen. Yeah, see, Quark, we're still back here, even after I state that, and even as Rez is going in. Did Rez call that he was going to Blade?
I was counting down to shout in, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we got to be careful and get that timing down a little bit better on all of you. Because Rez is a little bit of a faster character than a JQ, or can be a little bit faster than a JQ at times. Much like how he's all the way over here and you're over here. Meaning he needs to watch his aggression, because this aggression could get himself picked off, as well as you need to make sure that you're going in as he goes in. Because you maybe sat here for like 3 to 4 extra seconds while Rez was already like running across. So we need to make sure that we're engaging together, so that he doesn't end up taking a lot of extra damage. And I think if I unpause this, it's not going to go well for him. And I've been proven completely wrong. Ignore everything that I just said, except don't. But yeah, I still think that would have been a lot more successful if we engaged together and not just because the better team will take advantage of Rez going in that far. A better team, like possibly Fairfield, might take advantage of Rez going in that far alone. So the time of engagement really needs to be on point. Alright, we need a target. We're in this right now, Quark. We need to be calling a target. Where are we? I might be just talking. Where are we calling a target here, Quark?
Other than ball, no.
Okay, ball's not the target. That's all I'm gonna say. What? Oh, okay. Okay. Yep. Sorry about that. Yeah, we kind of want to avoid the ball, much to the same reasons as the supports are still up, and he's very high. He's very mobile. Especially when there's just BAP sitting on point, we could look to maybe pick off this BAP, pressure this BAP. Soldier's out of the fight pretty much, so we could look for BAP. We could look for even Pharah as a better pick than the ball. Just yeah. I do like to hear that you are calling a target though, Bart. I like it. It's just we want to make sure that that target is the right target. That's a good fight win though. Also nice pressure on keeping that soldier off the point. Rez got to be a little careful, making sure that he's not just standing in the open and get caught out like that. Because a good enough ball can still melt a lot of health fast. And if he has any form of support like he had with that soldier, then it's wraps. This is a fine chance to shoot the ball. Why is it okay to shoot the ball right now?
His team isn't really pressuring with him.
Exactly. Yeah. He's the only one really on point. Everyone else is really not really in a good sight line to be doing anything. This is a good reason. Good answer. Good. I like this. This could have been a little better. One thing that I'm seeing the 3-2 split, but we're seeing it incorrectly. It should be 3 over here and then 2 over here. It's more or less these two should be playing together, and then Curie needs to be in with you 3. I mean, 2.
Yeah, next fight, we told him because I think he might have just been forgot. Might have just forgot.
Okay. And I like that the two of you had this engagement together. Obviously that could have been a little bit more successful. But if we could have in turn looked to successfully trade that backline, that would have been great. One thing that went a little different here, Quark. What do you think? What happened here?
I could have just not retreated.
Yeah.
I was
Go ahead.
was like our whole team was dead. Tried to retreat, but that was just not the play there. Might as well gotten the old charge before taking the 3v2.
And even if we are going to retreat, communicate it, because this is just a visible lack of communication between what you wanted to do and what Rez wanted to do. Tell Rez that Rez I'm back into point, or Rez needs to communicate. I want to stay in, fight this in some way. There needs to be some form of communication to state what exactly needs to be or what exactly is wanting to be happening in the fight, so that you guys don't end up being split like this. Because I'd much rather both of you be dead up here or on point than the both of you being split dead like you currently are. That makes sense?
Yeah, just do it as a team.
Yeah. Good pick. I like that pick, Rez. Ooh, okay. A lot of ults are being popped right now. Yeah, good recovery. I like that you and Nifty both followed up on that. That was a very nice team fight. Very nice, guys. As well as the use of only 2 ults. Beautiful. Pop quiz, what do we talk about right now? We just won the fight, what should we be communicating?
Pushing up.
But not even. Communication-wise, what should we be doing?
All charge and fight planning, maybe.
There we go. Did we? This is my question.
I think I ult tracked this fight. I don't know about fight planning. I can't
I
remember
think
right
we
now.
talked about baiting CZ.
Okay. I think the
then
main thing that
Jinx
you guys are going to want against Fairfield is ult tracking. If you guys can get that ult tracking, not as much, not necessarily a fight plan, because that takes a lot more time. Obviously, if you guys can get there, great. That's perfect for you guys. But we really want that consistency in the ult tracking more than the planning, because that's super important for just not even to like plan around like, oh, we know they're gonna or they might rush here. Just more of a statement of just, oh, they have rush on pocket, so we need to be ready. We can be ready for that. Or if
Yeah,
for
I've
more of a
been
go ahead.
practicing that a lot.
And that's good. I'm not saying like you're inconsistent or anything because I don't know. I'm not in the VC. As long as we are working towards making that consistent in between every fight, that's great. Yeah, and right now and then also for the communication part, another communication part is Quark began to say, communicating where we want to fight. And for you guys don't really, this is open. You don't really want to fight in this open. You want to be a little bit more close range. So maybe holding this corner would be a bit stronger for you guys.
Oh, I actually do remember what we said here. So I was like, I recommend Sojourn holding up left in this fight.
Love here.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's basically what I said. I just said, let's push up, take the left high ground.
Yeah, if the Soj wants to play here, that's fine. Because the Soj is able to kite towards here, and Nifty should still be playing with that Soj, or not just Nifty, over Lucio should be looking to play with the Sojourn, playing this little angle. And one main factor, Nifty, since you don't play Lucio, just because you can move doesn't mean you need to. You could get the same amount of value just sitting here on healing, watching Sojourn do damage, as you would wall riding between here, jumping and speed running all around here, and still healing.
Yeah, I am not a wall rider, so
Okay.
to speak.
Okay.
So that's usually not too much of an issue. I usually just try to stick with the team. I'm much more of a passive Lucio than I am a redditor.
And that's really good. That's great for at least the team sense, like I guess like collegiate teams or just org teams. That's really good.
I need to learn to play passive. So I've
Talk to
been
Nifty
dying
about
a
that,
lot
then.
more in this patch because of it.
Oh yeah, I forgot, Ryan. You're the Lucio player, so yeah.
Yes.
You also look at what I just said, and same value by just sitting here and maybe occasionally popping out every so often, just do a little bit of poke damage, as you would jumping on these walls for no reason, and then possibly peeking and just taking damage for no reason, and feeding their ult charge. So look, yeah, it's something that my Lucio also struggles with, and still struggles with it. I actually saw him do really well on King's Row today. So proud of him. Yeah, here we want to be playing a little bit more patient. Ults are coming out. That's a great JQ. But what are we doing about it? Very nice follow up. Very nice follow up.
Huge.
Maybe instead of looking at this ballpark, we could have looked to stay up with Genji to maybe guarantee confirm that kill on the soldier. Is about the only real different thing I could say here. Say for that point. What level is this scrim? Or do we not know?
They were a diamond team, if I recall correctly, like
Diamond.
mid-high.
Mid-high?
Actually, no, I think it were mid-diamond average.
Mid-diamond?
I can't
3.3?
remember.
3.3?
I
That's-
want to say closer to 3.4, around that range.
Okay. That's much better than you guys were last year or last semester.
Oh yeah.
I think you guys should strive to maybe hit that Masters range. Hit that Masters, like a 3.5, 3.6, and then you guys have a really good chance facing Manhattan. Not Manhattan. Well,
Fairfield.
if you beat
Manhattan
Fairfield,
would be.
Manhattan.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad. You guys get to fight for your lives just to go up against the 2 seed in the next round. That's the same with Niagara
Yeah.
and Canisius, unfortunately. I think Canisius. Did you guys hear that Canisius might be dropping out?
Oh, out of the MAC?
Not like out, but like they can't go to LAN. I think.
Oh, that sucks.
So like they have to forfeit their
Like-
matches.
Like the entirety of Canisius or just their Overwatch team?
I think the entire program. They just don't have the budget for it.
That actually sucks.
Yeah. So I think if that happens, I think John was telling me that they might have to forfeit all their matches because like for games like Smash that'll fuck them over. for player, because I don't know how well you guys know fighting games, but like LAN and Wi-Fi are two terms that they use apparently.
Yeah, no, Smash Wi-Fi is dog shit.
Yeah, and Kinesis, they're not gonna want to have to deal with that with Kinesis, so. Oh well. Niagara gets a free win, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
They want their true match. I've been talking to them. Their team wants to end the season well, and not just like, oh, we had to forfeit, or we got a free win off a forfeit, and now we have to face
Yeah.
Marist.
yeah, that sucks for them too.
Yeah.
Especially because they were close with Canisius, like
Mhm.
from
And
what their match, like, yeah.
I have definitely not been also coaching them to beat Kinesis for the past week, so
Oh,
they
my
got.
condolences.
Hopefully, we were hoping on giving Niagara that win, and now I'll be sad if they can't actually get that match in. Oh well, we
That'd be
continue.
quite unfortunate.
Yeah. That's a nice pick. Shutting down ults like that is really important. It should be something that you guys want to recognize. If like, let's say they pop Visor like that, in a different scenario, Visor, we need to really pick, number one, where is it happening? Number two, is it killable? Can we get rid of it? If number two is a yes, do it. That needs to become top priority. Get rid of it. If it's not doable, we need to play defensive and get out of the get out of the vicinity of where it was pinged from. Like if Spec wasn't killable in this situation, I would need like Chunky would need to maybe back up and play this cover. Kid would need to come back here and play this cover, or TP to Chunky and play that cover. The rest of you would need to maybe try to play around this, or something like that, if it wasn't killable. Versus if it was killable, I would need all of you to collapse on that Visor. And that's the same with like other ults like Overclock and Blade as well. Where we go next? Gardens? Lovely. Rez, if you are watching this at any point, gotta be careful about taking this 1v1. Even though it's just a Kiriko, you gotta recognize this is coming out of their spawn. So they may have someone down lane like this Pharah and the Soldier are, that where they could just get a couple good taps on you, and now they're engaging into a 5-on-4 because you got a little too aggressive, a little too sugar happy up here. Yeah, same thing again. Now we're engaging into something, into the same situation, but now we're also engaging into a situation that isn't where our team is engaging. See, because the team is fighting up here, but the Genji's all the way over here on the left side, where yes, he can rotate around, but he's going to be a little bit behind, and the fights are going to be a little staggered. And if this was a better team, they'd recognize, oh, we're fighting a 5v4 because Genji's all the way, Genji split himself off. So either we're going to collapse in on this Genji, or we're going to go ahead and turn on the team, knowing that we have the advantage here, ignoring what Quark did like a second ago. So just as a general statement, more or less, try to recognize when Rez is playing alone. Also, for you guys, inform Rez when he's playing alone, so that he knows that he has no team support. And then also, try to make sure that he doesn't overextend, as well as that we're not entering into fights down a man like we are right now. Entering into fights down a man unless absolutely necessary, I mean. It's not always the worst option to go into those fights. Ball killed himself. Unfortunate. At this point in the fight, Chunky and Nifty, we need to recognize that, okay, they just had a tough fight, kind of a fight win. down on point where we lost Rez and our Kiriko. That means Quark is alone. Whether or not he's actually capable of winning this, winning a fight that he's still in, he still has no form of healing or team support. Meaning at this point, the two of you should look to maybe rotate out and around and just play here. And just look to give him some type of support. Maybe Lucio at this point, you could go to step up and heal Quark, while Sojun, you can play your range and just kind of poke from a distance while Quark is being supported by Nifty. Yeah, because see, we're still very split. You guys are all the way over here, while Rez is going, or not Rez, Quark is going into kind of just a 3v2. While yes, you guys can see this is a long LOS. No matter how you view it, it's a long LOS. And unless Chunky is just that good, you're not hitting all these shots. So it would have been more beneficial if we rotated here initially, recognizing that Quark is alone. And then we are able to safely move forward instead of more or less needing to move through the fight. Does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah, I don't remember what the call's here for. I can't remember off the top of my head. I think Chunky wanted to like try and get like an off angle from them, kind of like a flank, and I decided to go with him. At this point in the fight, I wasn't too aware of Quark's.
Okay.
I don't want to say position, but like situation more so.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah.
that's why we ended up playing this the way we did.
And that's not always on you guys. That's sometimes on the guys that die. Because like something that Kid or Rez could look to do is say, Quark, you're alone. That would hopefully activate something in your brain as well as activate something in his brain to try to recognize, oh, I need to play more passive, as well as, oh, I need to get to my tank because he's alone. Yeah, I think that makes sense. And see, that happens. Because you're just entering into a lone fight. Good pick. Less good pick. Three deaths. What happened here, guys?
That ball just kind of fucked us over this fight.
Yeah, for one, Chunky, we want to make sure that we're not just running around. OC doesn't make us invulnerable. It's just a extra damage output. Meaning we still want to be playing some kind of cover. Meaning if we're like coming from back here, we could still be looking to maybe play a little bit patient, even ignoring just this ball coming up here. We could still be looking to maybe play our corners a little bit more and peek them instead of just being super aggressive and then just ending up running in the open and taking a lot of extra damage. And then Nifty kind of view it the same way, but more in the supporting sense of Chunky. No, that's the start. And that extra damage that we took from the Ana led to us getting insta-picked off by the balls. Rez, what we don't need to be doing right now is walking into the minefield. What we could be looking to do is play around the minefield. We are up 90-0. We could be a little bit more passive, and if we need to give them point, we can give them point. Because remember, we are not a full team right now. We are not a 5-stack, and they have control of point. Minefield is really good for map control, especially if you don't have anything to get rid of it, like a shield or... Yeah, like a shield, really. So we could just look to play a little bit more patient, give them point for a couple of seconds, and then just maybe kite back. Maybe you guys use this as a time to regroup and wait for Quark to come back, or not even fully wait for Quark to come back, just re-engage as a 3-stack when either mines have dropped, or when you guys see a better opportunity to either pressure out this Pharah or pressure out this ball, instead of just continually running on a point where they have full control of it. Like that, Nifty. Like we could, yes, we.
Look, I figured this would be a lost fight at this point because Quark was coming out of spawn. We were down both our DPS, and I guess in retrospect, I probably could have just kited out.
Yeah.
But I think I panicked there, and I just kind of like died on point just to make it like quicker,
Okay.
so we could group up.
Okay. Yeah, the better option is obviously. I like that you made a decision. At least you didn't just. You were able to explain yourself, not instead of just like you were trying to kill the ball and you jumped in and
Oh
followed on.
no.
Yeah, at
Yeah, no,
least that was
because
the explanation.
yeah, no, I just saw the kill feed and I figured it would be a lost fight. And considering your DPS were still spawning, I was like, okay, well, let me just die so that
Yeah,
like
that's
we
fine.
could group up quicker.
That's much better than like the alternative. Obviously the better option would have probably been to not feed all charge a little bit and just regroup at point. I mean, just kite out with your Kiri. But you made a decision, and it's maybe not the right one, but it's a decision, and it worked out. Because now, perfect. I like looking at a 5-stack like this. This looks great. You guys are coming into this point strong. Especially with 4 ults online. Oh, that's a beautiful early pick as well. Red's just sorted a Pharah. What a fun game. Very nice. Again, a very nice team fight from you guys.
Yeah, I think we stopped here because they have to leave.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we have
That was
any
our
questions?
first time playing this comp.
I think you guys have a very strong JQ comp if you guys want to continue to work on that. While JQ doesn't work on every map, as you guys know, especially when I say like JQ can't really struggles against like long sightlines, and like maps like Junkertown or like honestly any form of escort map. We all know those, the ones where we don't capture point first, and just it's all cart. Those all are very poke/sniper favored maps because they all have a lot of long sight lines, Havana type circuit. So JQ struggles a bit more on those kinds of maps because of the rotations that are required as well as the difficulty it is to get in close on the enemy. So if you guys want to run, honestly, I think you guys have a good shot at running JQ on other types of maps. But as long as you guys have some form of alternative to run on those more difficult, those longer sightline maps, I think you guys have a really good shot right now, or a really good chance right now. Overall, you guys have been practicing really well, and you look a lot stronger than I saw back. I mean, even back. I think it was winter break last time we did this ish kind of.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like starting this semester almost.
And I like that I also like to hear that you guys have been getting in practices with scrims. If this was a 3.4, was this a win overall? The scrim.
Yes.
So it was kind of like you
I
guys
think-
were winning. Go
I
ahead.
think the only map that we lost, from what I remember, is the very first one, which was Busan. Yeah, Busan.
Okay. Maybe you guys can try for that 3.5 if that was a 3.4. Maybe try it. There's nothing wrong with pushing your testing your limits a little bit. If it goes well, it goes well. If it goes poorly, obviously just go ahead, adjust, keep your heads up the entire time. Just because recognize it's just a scrim. It's no matter what, you're gonna get better from it. You're gonna learn something. So go ahead and go into those tougher scrims. Because you're not gonna improve if you just keep scrimming at this level, obviously. So I think whenever you guys do it again, try to bump it up a little bit. Test yourselves. And overall, as a team, with JQ, Quarked, be a little bit more communicative with Rez the other way around as well. And make sure that you guys are playing that 3-2 properly. JQ and the Genji need someone with them if they're going to be up there. It doesn't really matter whether or not it's Lucio or the Kiri. It's preferably going to be the Kiri, because Lucio and Sojourn play much better together. But you still need some form of healer with them. And then make sure that we are being aggressive. We want to be aggressive the entire time, even when they have a longer sideline on us. Because you're sometimes going to run into those long sidelines, meaning you have to try to close that distance as best you can. So it'll take a little bit of trial and error in some ways. Just you'll figure it out over time, because we don't really have the time to go over each map, because that takes way too long and is completely unnecessary as well. So anything else? Any last questions?
About this one? No, not really.
I honestly don't think we need to view another. I think you guys got more than enough from this, especially if you guys go into your next ones continuing to work on the JQ.
We played some different comps. I believe we did Dive and Brawl as well.
Well,
Yeah.
that was a brawl that you guys just played.
We did some Ryan Brawl as well on what map was it?
We did it on a couple of maps. We did it, I want to say, well, actually, no, I think the main Rhine Brawl we did was Antarctic. Except for the very first point we did Winston Die, but then the other two we did Rhine Brawl.
Mm-hmm. And how'd that feel? How'd that go?
I think Winston Dive went very well.
Yeah. That's good to hear. Why do you think it went well, though, is my question. What was something good that, something that you guys did well, I guess, yeah.
I'm gonna be real, I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember right now.
It's all good.
Were we running on a? What were we running?
On a break, on a Zen.
I think it might have been on a Zen, but I might just be crazy.
I don't know. Well, you have the code, so you can probably check, because it was the first point that we did.
Let's see.
If you just want to check that real quick.
Let's see the lineup. Antarctic, right?
Yes. It was the first point we did. I
Not
can't remember the
Busan?
names, but
Flashbang.
on Busan? Well, yeah,
Was it Busan?
we went wait, what was it? What are you saying, Quark?
Um,
Oh, we went Carry On, yeah.
Kirio's fine too. It's just it's a bit more of a high healing comp. One thing that I will need to recognize, you guys to recognize, is that you need to protect the fuck out of this Ana. This Ana is, you don't really have anyone that can protect it directly because you're gonna have that Echo and that Genji in with the tank. So that Ana either needs to be as aggressive or be able to play within your guys' LOS very well, or this Ana is gonna need to have someone to support them, which is normally what when you'll see like a Brig Ana or like a
Yeah.
Zen Ana to keep a little bit of support while also being able to play their range.
I wanted to run on a break here, but Kid One was his drunk ass was very, very adamant on me running Kiri, and I was like, okay, well, we may as well.
It's okay, it's okay. Do you guys have a Brig player or someone that's confident on Brig? You?
Me, yeah.
Okay.
I can play Brig pretty
That's good.
confidently.
Okay. Maybe just ignore him then going forward. There's nothing wrong with the Kiri pick.
He was just loud as fuck, and I was just like, okay, dude.
It's all good. It's all good.
I
Overall,
can-
this is, yeah. Go ahead.
And I can play Ana in this comp then.
Okay. Well, you two are the normal starting sports, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you guys do plan on continuing to work on your brawls, not your brawls, your dives, either how you want to view it is like you could run it like Iona does, and run both the supports are in, like we run that Lucio and that Kiri, so both the supports can keep up and in with the dive, or if you are forced to have one of the supports play a little bit more back, like in Ana, you need that other support to play back with that Ana. And that normally forces one of the DPS to swap be more of a tracer. I don't know if you guys have a tracer player. But that tracer is forced to play a little bit more alone and on off angles, because the healing is a little bit weaker due to it really being limited more to that Ana's LOSs. You don't, it doesn't necessarily need to be, but more in the higher levels it'll be.
Oh, actually, I think we ran on a Brig on Midtown, actually.
Oh.
Oh, we did.
How'd that go?
Yeah, we did. It went pretty well. I'm not sure if it was just the other team just not being able to do anything about it, but like I was able to protect my Ana pretty like me and the Ana worked pretty well together for the most part. While we ran a weird comp from what I remember because it was Ana Brig, I think it was Ryan, and then like Reaper Sombra or something like that.
On
I
defense,
don't know.
that's not bad. On attack, it's a little weird.
No, yeah, this was on defense,
Yeah,
yes.
it's not horrible. It's understandable. More or less have that tracer watch, or not that tracer, the Sombra watch the flanks, especially on a midtown initial, especially having them watch that alleyway, or all the way on the right, watch that right alleyway, and then you have Reaper and Ryan on the initial pressure point, not really letting the get past that choke with the on nades, on heals, keeping them up, and then just Brig Bash, keep them back up if someone does manage to break through a little bit. It's not a horrible comp. which honestly, if you guys want to continue with, the only thing I'd say is if you want to run something like that on attack, you gotta swap out that. You gotta swap out probably that break for Lucio, and at that point just swap Lucio Bap, or because that Bap will be able to play a little bit more solo.
Yeah, I don't remember what we
Yeah.
ran on attack, but it wasn't on a break. We just ran on a break on defense.
Yeah, that's
What
fine. It's,
match did we have, or what round did we have an issue with? Because we didn't win all of these.
Um, I think it might have been Busan because that was the only map we lost. Or
I
well,
don't remember what
I
happened
guess
on Busan.
I guess technically lost, but you know.
mhm.
Yeah, Busan was probably the one map we had the most issues with, which I don't know what I don't remember what the reason is. It might have just been because it was literally our first map of the day.
It
But
happens. That's definitely a very that's a factor that happens, especially if teams don't warm up properly. Do you guys warm up, or do you all just kind of like, or do you all just kind of like, yeah, get on and then
it's a individual
yeah,
basis. Like
that's fine.
I warm up, but there's probably some people on the team who don't and just jump right into the scrim.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say maybe start practice at 7, or you guys scrim 9 to 11, right? Not
8 to 10, 9 to 11
8 to
usually.
10. Yeah. If you, whatever it is, try to make it 30 minutes beforehand. Add a little bit of time, or add a little bit of time before, to make your players kind of force them to warm up. Like either way. I know not all the Hero Masters are out, but some of the Hero Masters are pretty decent at getting players used to their characters' movements, as well as aiming at like not really moving targets, and just getting players used to playing the game. Then there's a bunch of workshop codes also. Honestly, if you just want to copy and paste the fucking workshop codes that I have in my Iona server for your team, you could utilize that for you guys if you guys want. I don't have a lot of codes, but some of them should be decently beneficial too. Getting ready for practice. But because warming up is very important. While you aren't always going to be able to, it's still going to be very important to determine how the rest of the scrim is going to go. Especially matches, you guys should definitely be warming up before matches.
Oh yes, we do. We absolutely do.
Great, great. And
We usually
yeah, go ahead.
try to warm up an hour before.
Mm-hmm. That's
Yeah.
great.
Sometimes it ends up not working out as well and people are late, but
Yeah,
you know,
you
you
can't
get
you
time.
can't control everything. You can't control everything, unfortunately. Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay.
That's
Okay. If you guys need or want another one before AC, maybe one like a week before, just so we could do some last minute things. If that's up to you guys, I should be willing. 'Cause I don't know. Oh yeah, we'll also be getting ready. Luckily, we got spring break the week right before or the week of, so we get to.
Nah,
Um,
our spring break's the week of. I'm lucky.
we get to end our spring break in Atlantic City. It's gonna be very fun. Otherwise, yeah, Quark or Nifty or Rise the Ranger will set up something if you guys really want. If not, good luck to you guys in Atlantic City. Well, I'll see you guys in Atlantic City. I'm very excited to see your match because I'm actually very interested to see how that match goes.
I need you to sign my mouse pad. I'm copying what Sagi did
Uh huh.
when it was his last year, and I'm just making people sign a mouse pad.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Listen, it's for the memory, okay?
Unfortunately,
And also I have no shame. I love copying people.
if you guys do end up being Fairfield, though, I probably won't watch the Manhattan game, though. I think I might be able to guess the outcome. Might. Unless you guys think you got a chance? I'd love the upset. But do we think we could beat the GM level Manhattan team?
Yeah, we're going in the cryo chamber.
I'm a believer in taking a map off.
I think that's a good mindset. That's a good mindset.
Yeah.
Especially if as you guys know, Manhattan's been like kind of subbing in their subs for second map. So if they do the same against
Manhattan is so young, bro. They're so annoying. Like I thought Maris was bad, but at least Maris is like respectful, or at least this year's Maris is respectful. And then Manhattan's just like, yeah, no, let's just shitpost, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay.
It's all good. But if they do end up putting those subs in, you should definitely look to take that map. If they're gonna do something like that, I think definitely look to practice for that, and have your aim be to beat Manhattan subs. Not even just beat Fairfield, but beat Manhattan subs. I think ending your season with that, or at least performing well against their subs, would be really nice for you guys. Obviously, if you guys are managed to beat Fairfield, that is.